four-horse race at the top of the table over in the Zweite Bundesliga, as of course promotion race start to bubble up a little bit. But who's going to take advantage this coming weekend? We're going to take a little look next. Today we look forward to match number 29, that's right, over in the Zweite Bundesliga, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe to keep buying up today. Well, things Rovers related, Zweite Bundesliga related, world football related, we got it all here, boys, under one roof scheme. Will it be the juggernauts, Werder Bremen, and of course Schalke bouncing back at the first attempt, or will it be Darmstadt, or maybe even St. Pauli, of course, but can you rule out maybe even the 5th place, Nürnberg, of course, as the race to get back to the top flight of Germany is, of course, hitting up very, very much so. We'll take a look at all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the patrons, guys. Thank you for your love behind the scenes. So here we go then, recapping, of course, the results last weekend. Of course, kicking on forward to the next round of matches, which, of course, coming at you this weekend. So let's get a look at it then. Here are those games. Of course, Werder Bremen could only muster a draw against SV Sandhausen, of course, who have been struggling for the vast majority of the season. Meanwhile, Hamburg picked up a loss against Paderborn. Big win for them, moving up to 8th in the table. Is it too little too late? Probably 10 points off a 4th spot right now. So it doesn't look like they're going to be anywhere near the Bundesliga this time around. Of course, Karlsruher with a draw against Düsseldorf, called that one, calls as well. Meanwhile, a 3-1 win for Darmstadt, of course, as they go up to 2nd in the table. 2-1 for me, not too shabby there. Heidenheim also with a big win over Nürnberg, 3-1 win for them. Heidenheim up to 7th, of course, going to make a push for it if they're going to go for it this campaign. Hannover 96 could only muster a draw against Jahn Regensburg last time round. And of course, both of those two guys seem to be out of the race at the moment. Next up, of course, we have, of course, Dynamo Dresden to lose at home to Schalke, big win for them, up to 4th in the table. And like I said, only 2 points off of top spot at the moment. Hansa Rostock with a 1-win win over St. Pauli as well, dented their hopes. And of course, Ingolstadt did pick up the win over Erzgebirge Aue. That's right. So Erzgebirge Aue and Ingolstadt seem to be cut off, and it look like they're going to go down. But who could be also joining them? Dresden, of course, in that relegation playoff spot at the moment. We'll take a look at it right here, right now. There you go. In all its glory, Werder Bremen, like I said, just 1 point clear over the Darmstadt, and of course FC St. Pauli and Schalke, of course, waiting in the wings as well. Can you rule out the likes of Heidenheim, Hamburg, or Nürnberg at the moment? But of course, we'll see as, of course, the season comes to a crashing halt. Take a look at how you guys got on then. Take a little look at this, and it is Kevin, JSP says feel great, and Ultra Omen also getting their top bins there. So well done to you guys with your kicking ass and taking names. Big shout out to the patrons as well. What about, of course, the mini leaderboard? Here it comes. As you can see, Shepard leads the charge with 46 points on the board so far, with, of course, a whole host of you in hot pursuit. Take a look at, of course, the next round of matches. This is the link, though. If you want to get involved, free to enter. Of course, we are still bubbling away, and you could even win the predictor of the month for the month of April. So these are the games, that's right, coming at you this weekend. So let's take a look at it then. Jump in the deep end with the first one, St. Pauli up against Werder Bremen. What a way to start, of course. Actually taking place on Saturday, April the 9th. Now these two sides played each other 19 times since 1995. 5 was the St. Pauli, 11 was the Werder Bremen, and 3 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat the past 4 games for St. Pauli, 58% form for them at the moment. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Werder Bremen, 67% form for them as well. Last time around, though, of course, in St. Pauli, in competitive action, we're going to have to go back a bit. I'm struggling to find, actually, when they've actually played in competitive action. But, of course, the reverse fixture was a draw back in Werder Bremen. Bremen, they picked up a draw against Sandhausen last time around. Of course, St. Pauli did lose to Hansa Rostock as well. Let's take a look at the odds for this one. We got St. Pauli, of course, 77, 32 is draw, and 7-5 is your away win. That's Werder Bremen. I'm going to go with a draw here, 2-2 in the end. I cannot separate the two sides. Can you? Let me know down below, of course, what you think will happen in the zinger towards the top of the table. Holstein Kiel up against, of course, Hamburg, coming at you on Sonntag, April the 10th, of course. Played 11 times to 2007, 3 was for Kiel, 2 was for Hamburg, and 6 draws, of course. Just 1 win and 6 of Holstein Kiel right now, 17% form. Up against Hamburg side, just 1 win in the last 5, 42% form for them as well. In fact, the last 5 occasions between the two sides, of course, have all been in the second tier, of course, Germany, and they've all ended up as a draw. The last time a side won was when Holstein Kiel beat Hamburg back at a 3-1 win back in December 2018. Hamburg, though, with a 4-0 win over Erzgebirge Aue last time around. Holstein Kiel, though, did lose to Darmstadt last time around. The odds, though, for this one, we got Holstein Kiel 23-10 for the victory. Even Stevens is your Hamburg at 5-2 is your draw. Of course, 1-0 win for me on the road here. Hamburg SV take the 3 points. Holstein Kiel taking the L. That's right. Next up, of course, we have Paderborn up against Karlsruher, coming at you over in Paderborn, locking horns as well on Sunday, the April the 10th as well. Now, these two sides, of course, played, according to my eyes, around about. God, gracious me, the computer's not playing up with me. It's slow as you like. Paderborn Paderborn. I'll do it manually. I'll do it bloody manually. Paderborn up against, of course, Karlsruher. There you go. Played each other 20 times in 2005. 10 wins to Paderborn, 7 wins to Karlsruher, and 3 draws. Of course, Paderborn have won 2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. That's 50% form. Against Karlsruher side, unbeaten the last 4. Also 1, 2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. However, unbeaten in the last 4. Of course, those 2 defeats coming way back. Of course, last time around though, in what we got here, Paderborn, it was a 2-2 draw back in March 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, in Karlsruher was a 4-2 win for Paderborn back in, of course, October as well. Paderborn with a 2-1 win over Hamburg last time around. Karlsruher with a 2-2 draw against Düsseldorf. The odds for this one, Paderborn actually even Stevens for the victory, 5-2 is draw, and 9-4 is your away when that's Karlsruhe on this one. Paderborn are your favourites. I'm going to go with them as well with a 2-1 win to take it to the bank. Next, of course, we have Nürnberg. They're up against, of course, Darmstadt coming at you on Samstag, the 9th of April. Now, these two sides are lock horns at the Max Morlock Stadion. They played each other 10 times in 2014. 3 for Nürnberg, 4 for Darmstadt, and 3 draws, of course. Nürnberg, though, without a win in the last 3, however, just 1 defeat past 6. Split it that way around. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat also the past 6 for Darmstadt. 67% form for both of these two sides. Last time around, though, in Darmstadt, scrap that in Nürnberg. It was a 3-2 win for Darmstadt back in October 2020. The reverse fixture in Darmstadt was a 2-2 win for Darmstadt back in October this campaign back in 2021. Meanwhile, Darmstadt with a 3-1 win over Kiel. Last around, Nürnberg with a 3-1 loss against Heidenheim. The odds though for this one, what do we have on this one? Nürnberg 90-10 for the victory, 23-10 draw, and 30-10 is your Darmstadt on this one. Back, of course, Darmstadt on the road here, 2-1 win for them. Take the 3 points and maybe keep the dream alive for Bundesliga action next campaign. Schalke up against Heidenheim coming at you also on Saturday, the 9th of April. Now, these two sides will lock horns at the Veltins Arena. Played each other just the one time. It was a reverse fixture, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. Of course, Schalke, though, unbeaten in the last 3 games, win 3 on the spin, just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form for them. Up against the Heidenheim side, 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6. 50% form for them at the moment. The reverse fixture, of course, in Heidenheim was a 1-0 win for Heidenheim back in October 2021. Of course, Schalke with a 2-1 win over Dresden, and 3 wins on the spin for them. Up against the Heidenheim side, picking up a 3-1 win over Nürnberg last time around. The odds here, we have, what do we have here? It's 2017 on is your Schalke favours, of course, 13-5 is your draw, and 3-1 is your long shots. That's Heidenheim. Back, of course, the home side here. Schalke, take 3 points and keep the dream alive. Erzgebirge Aue up against Hannover 96 coming at you over on Saturday as well. It's one of the early games. Of course, played each other 9 times, 2007. 1 win for Erzgebirge Aue, 3 for Hannover, and 5 draws. Of course, just 1 win in the last 6 for Erzgebirge Aue, 25% form. Up against the Hannover side, also 1 win in the last 6, 25% form for them as well. Last round, though, in Erzgebirge Aue, it was a draw back in March 2021. The reverse fixture in Hannover was a draw also. In fact, the last 3 matches between these two sides, both home and away, in the second tier, of course, have all ended up as draws. Hannover also picked up a draw last time around against Jahn Regensburg, with, of course, Erzgebirge Aue losing 4-2 to Hamburg last time around. Of course, the odds here, what do we have on this one? We have Erzgebirge Aue 7-4 for the victory, 23-10 short, and 29-20 is your Hannover 96. I'm back in, of course, the away side here with the 1-0 win. Of course, the bookies fancying the home side. Next, of course, we have Sandhausen up against Dresden, of course. A bit of a relegation crutch clash here. Now, these two sides, of course, play each other good in my eyes 19 times since 2008. 7 wins for Sandhausen, 5 for Dresden, and 7 draws. Just 1 win in the last 6 for Sandhausen right now. 50% form over the last 6. Also, 1 defeat past 6 if you want to spin it that way. Meanwhile, Dresden just 1 win in the last 6. Also, 33% form for them, of course, in the last 6 games. Last time around, though, in Sandhausen, it was a 1-0 win for Dresden. That's back in June 2020 in the Zweite Tier, of course, and Dresden did lose in the reverse fixture in Dresden way back in, of course, October 2021. Dresden coming into this on the back of that 2-1 loss against Schalke, and, of course, Sandhausen drawing with Bremen last time around. The odds, though, for this one, we have Sandhausen coming at you 13-10 for the victory, 23-10 short, and 2-1 is your Dresden on this one. I'm back in, of course, a draw here. Point split right down the middle. What do you think? Let me know down below, of course, for your results for this one. Into Friday's game. We have Düsseldorf up against Hansa Rostock coming at you at the Merkur Arena. Played each other 12 times in 1994. 4 wins for Düsseldorf, 5 wins for Rostock, and 3 draws, of course. Düsseldorf, though, unbeaten in the last 6 games. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 8. Of course, 1-2, though, in the last 6. 67% form. Up against the Rostock side, winning 4 in the bounce. 75% form for them as well. Last round, though, in Düsseldorf. It was a 2-2 win for Düsseldorf back in October 2011. Of course, the reverse fixture in Rostock was a 2-1 win for Rostock back in October this campaign. Rostock picking up back-to-back wins. In fact, 3 wins on the spin for them. Back-to-back clean sheets, though, over St. Pauli and Sandhausen. Of course, Düsseldorf with a 2-2 draw against Karlsruhe. The odds here, 20-19 on is your Düsseldorf, 23-10 is draw, and 11-4 is your Rostock. Could go either way, but I'm going to back the home side here with a 2-1 win to take it to the bank. And then wrap it up. It'll also be on Friday. It'll be Jahn Regensburg up against Ingolstadt, of course. Played each other 13 times since 2007. 6 wins for Regensburg, 5 for Ingolstadt. 2 draws, of course. Just 1 win in the last 6 for Regensburg. 42% forward for them right now. Up against Ingolstadt. Back-to-back wins for them as they try to push their way out of the drop zone. 33% form for them as well. Last time around, though, of course, in Regensburg, it was a 2-1 win for Regensburg back in August 2018. The reverse fixture in, of course, Ingolstadt was a 3-0 win for Regensburg earlier in the campaign. Meanwhile, Ingolstadt with a 3-2 win over Erzgebirge Aue. Of course, Regensburg with a draw against Hannover 96. The odds here 4-3 on is your Regensburg, 11-4 is your draw, and 10-3 is your away win. That's Ingolstadt back, of course, the home side here, Regensburg to take the W. And of course, Ingolstadt are in trouble. That's my pickaroos for this coming weekend. Be sure to get your own picks using the link here, cut24/Bundesliga 2. Make sure you give us some loving. Smash the old thumbs up. It does wonders for the old algorithm. And of course, make sure you smash your subscribe if you do. Check out the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, also Patreon as well. Smash a comment to tell me that you love me. Until then, guys, we're done right now.